afternoon and welcome to Hartman Field here at Tartan High School. We got the Hastings Raiders and the Tartan Titans here on SCC TV for you this afternoon. A baseball matchup here in the early stages of April. I'm Carl Warner, and once again you are watching SCC Sports. We are going to have an incredible afternoon here on the diamond. We've got conditions that are pretty favorable for mid-April in Minnesota. I mean, it's 53 degrees and sunny. We'll talk about the Hastings batting lineup here. Going down with Niederkorn, Werner, McKnight, Vial, Hendrickson, Lundstrom, Myers, Butler, and Pagel to round out in the 9-hole. Raiders 1-1 to start the season. And now we will go over the defense for the Tartan Titans. In the outfield, Martefio, Rutherford, and Kuhl from left to right. From first to third, Burkhart, Edwards, Kraus, and Jorgensen, and Long will be the starting pitcher, pitching to Brandon Herr. Couple of number 12s on the mound today. Long and Ronick for Hastings. We talk about Isaac Long for Tartan. This is his second year on varsity. Pitching is his primary position, and his secondary position is third base. The head coach of Tartan is Todd Klingsporn. Head coach of Hastings is Ryan Stoffel. There's a look at Klingsporn right there. And it looks like we are just about ready to get started. So it will be Lucas Niederkorn to lead off the top of the first for Hastings. First pitch at 4:33 p.m. Central. And fouled away to get us started. The Hastings Raiders 1-1. As Long delivers, it will be ball one. The Raiders, improvement from last year. Last year they started on a 2-game losing streak. Started the season 1-5 in 2025 as Niederkorn takes strike 2. The Raiders lost 6 straight games to end the season last year, finishing with an overall record of 3-13. As this one goes up to first and into right field. Niederkorn gets a leadoff hit. That'll bring up Cole Werner, the right fielder. As that hit from Niederkorn snuck right between Edwards and Burkhart. So glad you could join us on SCC this afternoon. This one is crushed out to right field, and it's fair. And he caught it. Love to see a replay of that. That was a little bit in our blind side here. No, so Werner is out. Looks like Kuhl caught that one. So there's one out. As that brings up Colton McKnight. That's high for ball one. And McKnight has 1-1, one out here in the top of the first. Long delivers, and McKnight gets contact, and it goes off the glove of Long. Niederkorn safely into second. That'll bring up Vial. That'll be strike one on Vial. The Raiders playing in the Metro East alongside the Tartan Titans. These teams finished as neighbors in the standings last year. Hastings finishing 8th in the Metro East standings last year. The Titans finishing in 7th place. 0-1 with 1 out, 2 runners on in the top of the first. Vial fouls it again. Now Long 1 strike away from moving on. Hastings wearing their blue and gold jerseys with the white pants today. Tartan with the all gray. Here comes Long. Runners go, throw to third, and he's safe. So Austin stays alive, and he's got 2 runners in scoring position. With 1 out in the top of the first, can the Raiders strike gold before Tartan even has a chance to bat? For the game, head coach Klingsporn, he said, regarding this Tartan team, we'll be very young and have to replace 7 starters and our top 3 pitchers. Looking to get some serious work out of Long today, and another foul as Long, his pitch count continues to climb. This is turning into a lengthy first inning for Isaac Long. He's still 1 strike away, and this one's into left and sharp. It's down. 1 run's gonna score. Waving around, both of them are gonna score. It's an RBI double for Austin Vial. The Raiders get on the board first. It is 2-0 Hastings. And that is exactly how the Raiders wanted to start this game. Only 1 out as Brady Henriksen comes to the plate. And how will Isaac Long respond? Up to third and foul. Jorgensen kept it in front of him, but Henriksen will have the 0-1. Way outside for Long. Hastings took a 10-0 loss at STA, St. Thomas Academy, on Wednesday. Just know they'd love to get that taste out of their mouth. 0-2 now for Henriksen. Hastings only 1 out here in the top of the first. Just underway between the Titans and the Raiders. Here comes Long. Again outside. Last year for Hastings, their victory at Tartan was their first win of the season. This time, it goes up to Jorgensen, and he couldn't handle the ball. So it's an E5 that allows Henriksen to reach first. And Tartan and Isaac Long, they could really use any break they can get right now, so that's got to really pull at your heartstrings to have a routine play like that unable to be picked up. So that brings up Carter Lundstrom, the first baseman, wearing number 9. Strike one. Last year, the Metro East was taken by Two Rivers, finishing in first place with an overall record of 19-5. Hastings and Tartan finishing in 8th and 7th, respectively. Lundstrom, strike 2. Long, has he finally dialed into the strike zone? Isaac Long. Here's the delivery. Runner on second, and it's strike 3. Lundstrom down looking. Charlie Myers up next, the third baseman. Hastings up 2-0 after the RBI double from Austin Vial. Up high for ball 1. Hastings and Tartan played 2 games against each other last year. Each team won their respective road game. Hastings trying to win the road game at Tartan yet again. Outside. Both of these teams will have the weekend off and play again on Monday. Talk more about their upcoming schedules as we get further into the broadcast. Runners on third and second with 2 outs. Myers has an opportunity to score some runs in the same way that Vial did. 2 runners in scoring position, and that will be strike 1. And you don't blame Myers for not swinging there. Not many batters have the green light on a 3-0. Struck him out. Or no, that was strike 2, pardon. Can he strike him out here? Yes, he can, and the inning is finally over for Tartan. They give up 2 runs, and Hastings leaves 2 stranded. We will see Hastings in the field and Tartan at the plate when we come back for the bottom of the first here on SCC.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Rome. I've played many roles in television and film, but today I'm speaking as myself about a cause that's very dear to my heart. The Cancer Prevention and Treatment Fund provides free help to those who have cancer and those who wish to prevent it. They've also banned cancer-causing chemicals from our homes and neighborhoods. Your donation makes a difference because 98 cents of every dollar pays for programs and services, not fancy salaries or events. As a mom, I'm thankful that they've helped ban cancer-causing chemicals from our toddler toys and baby bottles. They continue to fight the same fight to keep these chemicals out of our playgrounds, pizza, and soda cans. Please donate today to the Cancer Prevention and Treatment Fund at stopcancerfund.com.
Welcome back to Tartan High School here on a gorgeous April Friday afternoon in Minnesota. The Hastings Raiders scored 2 runs in the top of the first, and now Tartan has their first chance to hit this afternoon. We'll take a look at the batting order here. We got Rutherford, Herr, and Jorgensen guaranteed here in the top of in the bottom of the first. And then we got Long, Cool, Edwards, Amartefio, Burkhart, and Kraus in the field for the Raiders. We will talk about in just a moment. And straight gas from Kyle Moronic to start. And now the wind is coming in from the west. That's fascinating because it felt like for the last hour or so it was coming in from the east. But it's Rutherford leading off for the Titans. And the off speed goes for the strike. It's 1-1 now. Rutherford, the center fielder, wearing number 2. Rutherford, the senior outfielder. Hastings got a leadoff hit. Can Tartan get the same? It will be a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Brandon Herr, the catcher. And the coaching staff for Tartan insisting that the players keep the chairs in the dugout. Started to leak out into the playing field area. That will be strike 1 on Herr. The sophomore catcher. Man on first for Tartan, no outs. Talk about Kyle Moronic here. It's his second year on varsity. He's committed to Riverland Community College. 5'10", 180 pounds. And he can throw some heaters, as we have seen here in the early goings of the first. And you know that Moronic would love to have a much quicker first inning than Isaac Long had for Tartan. Driven sharply into right center and down for a hit. Rutherford will dig for third, and he will get it easily. So now we'll have runners on the corners for Tartan, and the Titans are in a good position in their respective half of the first. We get the replay here as that one sailed to where McKnight had to go get it. No outs, 2 runners on for Tartan in these beautiful white uniforms. Cruz Jorgensen, the senior third baseman, hitting third for the Titans today. Here comes Moronic. Just buzzed by him. Tartan, last year they started 1-7. Their first win of the year was on April 21st versus South St. Paul. 3-2 victory at home. Looking for a much quicker first win of the season this year. And Moronic continues to just deliver straight gasoline. See if the velocity is able to stay this speed for the duration of his start today. Ooh, that was a close one, but it's ruled a ball. It'll be 1-2 for Cruz Jorgensen. Runners on the corners. Herr's not threatened to steal yet. Ball's on the ground. Here comes Rutherford, and he's safe. So Rutherford scores. We have a 2-1 ball game. So Jorgensen goes down swinging, but his at-bat does bring in a run. Now Herr is on second, another wild pitch, and Herr's into third. The game-tying run now 90 feet away for the Tartan Titans. Here in the bottom of the first, I'm Carl Warner. You are watching SCC, Suburban Community Channels. Isaac Long, the junior pitcher. Long swings through for strike one. A 28-minute drive for the Hastings Raiders up to Tartan today. Not too bad of a commute. And really good job there by Pagel to make sure the ball stayed in front of him. That could have tied the game right there. The 2-1 for Long. In the dirt once again, and Pagel saves the day once again. Hastings and Tartan, a matchup as old as time. Another edition of the baseball story to be written today. Into center and down. Here comes Herr. And we have a tie game. And Long was safe at first as well. Here's the replay. Just by the skin of his teeth. Out there again. And McKnight will throw it in for Hastings as he connects with Niederkorn, or Henriksen rather. And now Tartan has runners on the corners again, and they only have one out. Still a lot of damage to be done for Tartan. So that'll bring up Ramar Edwards. And now it is Moronic who is struggling to get out of his own half of the first inning. Both pitchers being pelted so far. Moronic up high for ball one. The Metro East, you're looking at these two teams, Hill Murray, Matamidi North, St. Paul, St. Thomas Academy, Simley, South St. Paul, and Two Rivers. The 9 teams in the Metro East. Every last one of them trying to be the conference champion. 1-0 for Edwards. Now it's Hastings desperately looking to get out of their own first inning in the field. Ramar Edwards has the 1-1. Up to Henriksen. Can they get two? There's 1 and 2. Hastings gets out of it, and the game is still tied. So by the time we get back with the top of the second, we will have a tied game here at Tartan High School. You're watching SCC.
A medic sergeant first class, E7. We went in the first waves of the deployment. And when I came back, I didn't come back the same way as I left.
I was in 11 Bravo, I was infantry. Deploying is what we signed up to do. Fighting wars, protecting civilians back home. I never got to do that, so there's a bit of embarrassment there.
I was the gunner on top of a Humvee, and IED exploded about 10 feet from me.
I have scars that will never go away.
The loneliness and the emptiness that I felt. Suicide was something I thought of every single day.
Still feel weird around the title of veteran.
If you could say anything to that veteran, what would you say?
I would tell any veteran,
You deserve it.
Reach out for help now because it'll change your life.
It takes courage to do that. And you realize you're not alone.
Do you want to tell them? They're here.
You deserve because you served. If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Welcome back to Tartan. I'm Carl Warner. You're watching SCC TV. We got a tied baseball game here on April 10th, 2026 between the Tartan Titans and the Hastings Raiders. Top of the second now will be led off by Anthony Butler. And we'll have Cooper Pagel and Lucas Niederkorn.
Come on, 6, help it 8. Anyway. They go find yours. They go find yours, 1-6.
It's 1-0 for Anthony Butler.
That away.
And Isaac Long still on the mound for Tartan. Got to imagine he would like to have a much quicker second inning than he did in the first.
Also, you never know.
Skied up, going towards the buses, and you hope that everybody's okay over there. As I tell you what, it might be a little bit dangerous to own a piece of real estate on that side of the road, considering all the foul balls that go over there. Looks like everybody's okay. And it's Butler now who's facing a 3-1 count. Butler fouls that one away and the count will be full. Last year in the playoffs, Tartan, they lost to Stillwater. They beat Roseville to stay alive, and then they lost 1-7 versus Woodbury on May 30th to end their season. Butler swings through and strikes out. That'll bring up Cooper Pagel. The Raiders last year in the playoffs, they lost 2-7 on May 26th at Rosemount. Then they lost 6-8 at HHS to Park in the elimination bracket first round on May 28th. Pagel fouls that one away to get things started. Cooper Pagel.
Hey, Howard, they're in trouble. Get down the line.
Out to right and caught by Cool.
They go with 2 here. They go with 2 here.
So now Isaac Long is 1 out away from getting out of the second inning.
Hey, Howard, they're in trouble. Get down the line. Up 10. Hey, Howard, they're in trouble.
Long faced 7 batters in the first inning. Chance to only face 3 in the second. This one on the ground and into right. So Niederkorn will reach on his second single of the game. Cole Werner's up next for the Hastings Raiders as Niederkorn, he singled to right in the first, and he singles to right again in the second. Back-to-back innings getting on base for Niederkorn. That one's inside. So Werner will start 1-0. Raiders took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Had that lead erased in the bottom of the first. Here goes Long. The runner goes. And Kraus could not make the catch from Hearn. So Lucas Niederkorn is safe at second after the stolen base. Here's the replay, and you see just wasn't able to connect with the throw from home plate. So Niederkorn's on second, as Herr is lucky to keep that ball in front of him. Niederkorn on second, 2 outs for the Raiders. Werner at the plate. 3-1. In Werner's first at-bat of the game, he flew out to right field. Comes Long. One strike away now. Isaac Long looking to wrap up the top of the second. And he does. No additional damage done. Score remains 2-2 as Werner strikes out. We are all tied up as we head to the bottom of the second. You're watching SCC TV.
I see a fearful, anxious 12-year-old girl who turned into a beautiful, optimistic, hardworking, talented, creative young woman who's not afraid to advocate for herself. Yeah, I'm just super proud of you. I don't have no doubt in my mind about the next version of yourself that you're gonna be.
I see a beautiful soul, a hardworking mom, and someone that loves her kids and would do anything for her kids. And I just love you, Sarah.
I love you too.
Welcome back to Tartan High School. All tied up at 2 between the Raiders and the Titans as we enter the bottom of the second. It will be Cooper Amartefio to get us started for the Titans. Matched up against Kyle Moronic on the mound for the Raiders. Into left. And handled by Butler. Grady Burkhart's up next for the Titans as we take another look at this catch. Burkhart, the freshman first baseman. 1-1 for Burkhart. And Burkhart bites at the apple there.
Hey, it cannot go there.
Lots of great audio from our dugouts this afternoon. Burkhart has 2 strikes. It's a fair ball, and it's going to go back to Moronic. Just a casual 3-1 ground out. And now the 9-hole hitter will hit. It is Cole Kraus, the shortstop for Tartan. And believe it or not, it's not every day you see an 8th grader in a varsity lineup. This one is smacked to right, and the second baseman, Niederkorn, pulls it in. And that was a very quick bottom of the second for the Raiders. 1, 2, 3 go Amartefio, Burkhart, and Kraus for Tartan. We'll be right back for the top of the 3rd.
Bro, how do you move like that? You don't rush.
Because it's not about the work. It's about what's underneath it. Every rep I check in, my body, am I good? My mind, am I clear? My heart, am I still in it?
Nurturing your mind with the same commitment you chase your dreams with.
That's what keeps me whole. People see the grind, but they don't see the breath between sets. That's what keeps me at peace. Your strength starts there. A strong mind will carry you through storms. Muscles never survive.
Welcome on back to Hartman Field here at Tartan High School. I'm Carl Warner. You are watching and listening to SCC TV. Top of the 3rd now. Hastings Raiders will start with Colton McKnight, the center fielder who singled in the 1st inning. His only at-bat of the game until now. He is one of 3 Raiders to have a hit in the game so far.
Out 3, out right, there you go, see them, big.
And he's down in the count here in his 2nd AB. He would love to join Lucas Niederkorn, his teammate with 2 hits on the day. And this one rolls right up to Burkhart. Does it all by himself.
Out 34, baby. Hey, right on, all over it. Good barrels.
Next up for the Raiders, Austin Vial. He hit an RBI double in the 1st inning, scoring 2 runs for the Raiders. And once again into left field. Vial's 2nd hit of the afternoon. That'll bring up Brady Henriksen. Henriksen, talk more about how he got on base in the first inning here in second as we watch the replay of Vial running to first. Henriksen reached first in the first inning because of a error by the third baseman Jorgensen. That is way outside for Isaac Long. Isaac Long only saw 4 batters in the second inning. He saw 6 in the first. He swings through for strike 2. 2-1 rather. It's a ball that forces Vial to go back to first as Herr was threatening to throw up to Burkhart. And I tell you what, we did a baseball game up in St. Cloud on Wednesday, and it felt like every 3 pitches, both catchers on either team were looking to get an out on the bases as Henriksen reaches base safely for the second time today, this time on a walk. That will send Vial to second, Henriksen to first, and Carter Lundstrom, who struck out looking in the first, is back at the plate for the Raiders. Long still on the mound as Lundstrom fouls that off himself, and that one's got to hurt. On deck for the Raiders is Charlie Myers, as our officiating crew gives Lundstrom a chance to collect himself after fouling that last pitch off of his foot. To say the very least, ouch. Here comes Long. And Herr is going after it, and it's caught. And Charlie Myers now has 2 runners on base with 2 outs as we take another look at this nice catch here by the catcher. The sophomore catcher making the grab there to get the second out of the inning. Long has faced 4 Raiders so far in the third. This is Raider number 5 in the form of Charlie Myers. Outside. And maybe it's just me getting flashbacks from all the Major League Baseball I've been watching so far this season, but when Herr stood up, I swear I thought he was going to ABS challenge that. No, he was just pointing in a different direction as Long is struggling a little bit here to find the zone. Righty against righty. This ball will stay fair. A slow hit, and it is handled by Long and Burkhart. That'll do it for the top of the third. So the score remains 2-2. You're watching SCC. We'll be back for the bottom of the third.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real. Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right, despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats. By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
Welcome on back to Hartman Field here at Tartan High School. I'm Carl Warner. We've got ourselves a tied game going into the bottom of the third between the Tartan Titans and the Hastings Raiders. Back up to the plate is the leadoff hitter, Weil Rutherford, the senior outfielder, playing in center today. He reached base safely in the first on a walk. And he was one of the 2 Titans to have come around all the way on the bases today and to score alongside her, who is on deck. And our friends on the sidewalk have to be careful there. I would not want to drive my car on that road during a baseball game at this particular facility. And Rutherford fouls that one. The count will stay 0-2. And something that is interesting now is how the sun and the clouds are impacting the players. Just moments ago, the sun was out full blast here on the field, but now it's tucked behind a tiny cloud. And only time will tell when it'll pop back out. And Rutherford to second base. And Niederkorn and Lundstrom take care of business. Brandon Herr up next. He singled in the first. Made that great grab in the top of the third. Here in the bottom of the third at Tartan High School. I'm Carl Warner. You're watching SCC. Back up to Moronic. And unable to be handled, and Herr once again reaches base. And I'm not sure if we have an official scorekeeper on site here today, but I feel like that power is vested in me today, so I'm going to rule that a hit, not an error. That'll bring up Cruz Jorgensen. Jorgensen struck out swinging in the first. And now this time it's Pagel who threatens to throw up to first in an attempt to keep her honest. Oh, a little bit too close for comfort. Now Herr takes off for second, and he will reach without a problem. Runner in scoring position now for the Tartan Titans as they look to take the lead for the first time in this ball game. And now the wind is picking up. And no chance for her to run to third there, as that was a foul ball. Moronic in his third inning of work. He's got one out and a runner on second. This stays foul. 2 strikes now on Jorgensen. This one gets away, and Herr's going to go all the way to third. Pagel still doesn't know where the ball is, and now he finds it. It took Pagel a good 3 to 4 seconds before he realized where the ball was, and I don't blame him. The ball kind of just dropped dead on the back fence. And now after hitting a single, Herr is all the way over to third on a couple of wild pitches.
Go, Kyle, you got it, Coop.
Still Jorgensen at the plate with 2 strikes. The sun comes out in the middle of the pitch, and Jorgensen will walk. Runners on the corners for Isaac Long as we see another round of the pitcher-on-pitcher battle. And again, I can't stress this enough. The sun has just come out full blast again after we spent the first 90% of this inning under the overcast skies. Moronic. And Long takes that one up high. 1-0 for the junior pitcher. And Cool runs after that ball to take care of that. 1-2 on Long. Moronic trying to get out of this inning. Another foul ball. And Raider head coach Ryan Stoffel ends up running after that one. Setting a great example for his team. Moronic up high. Count is 2-2 for Isaac Long. Long, another tip. This has turned into a lengthy at-bat for Long. Really making Moronic work for the strikeout if he is going to earn it here. Kyle Moronic in his 3rd inning of work. Foul, that one's going back to the street. Two and two once again for Long. Runners on the corners. Another foul. Keep your head up. And it seems like one of the Raider players is doing the dirty work, running after some of them that have gone into the street. Once again, it's 2-2. As we lock back into the game, the runner goes. Here's the throw, and he's safe. Jorgensen safely. And that ended things for Isaac Long. But the runners have moved over, and now Blake Cool tries to get him in. 2 outs for the Raiders. It was not a foul tip. 1 run scores, and the Titans have the lead. The wild pitches finally pay off for Tartan. Brandon Herr reached base on a single, and 3 wild pitches got him all the way in to score. Up to second, and the Raiders finally conclude the top of the 3rd. But the damage is done, and the Tartan Titans have their first lead of the afternoon. You're watching SCC Sports.
SCC TV is your home for high school sports.
And the Zephyrs find the buses to St. Paul once again.
Tune in all school year long for live broadcasts of Zephyr, Titan, and Bear sports.
Inside the park, home run.
Don't miss any of the action as we bring you football, soccer, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and much more.
This is high, and White Bear Lake will take the lead.
Want even more of the action? You can find us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube for all the highlights, stats, and updates you need. SCC Sports can be found on Comcast Channel 19 or 801 HD in our viewing area, and most games will be streamed on our YouTube channel as well.
Carries the puck into the zone. Road, a drive, score! Nash Road game winner!
SCC Sports, connecting you to your community.
Welcome back to Tartan. I'm Carl Warner. 1-run ball game as the Tartan Titans take their first lead of the day as we reach the top of the 4th. We will have Butler, Pagel, and Niederkorn in the top of the 4th at the very least. And once again, Long returns to the mound. Anthony Butler, he struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Hastings Raiders looking for their 2nd win of the season as Butler stays alive. You're thinking a lot of Butler Cabin at the Masters tournament this weekend. Amazing television that's going to be. Not sure it can top last year though. And Butler sends that one to left field, but foul. So Martafio originally ran after it. Butler has the 1-2 here in the top of the 4th with no outs. Up high for ball 2.
Hey, way to be disciplined. All 16.
Butler received some cheers from his dugout for staying disciplined. And Butler strikes out for the 2nd time in this ball game.
Go with one. Hey, go with one here. Oh, kid.
Cooper Pagel's up next for the Hastings Raiders. And
Be offensive. Go eat money's worth. Oh, kid.
Pagel drives that one into left, and it is Martafio who handles it. Hit it right to him. He certainly smacked that ball, though. These metal bats, they can certainly make a loud crack, and that was one of them. 2 outs in the top of the 4th for the Hastings Raiders. into center, and once again, Martefeo, 2 pitches in a row, 2 F7s in a row, and the Raiders are done hitting in the top of the 4th. No damage done, no runners on. Tartan Titans still lead by 1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real. Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats. By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
We've got Hastings and Tartan in a 1-run ball game. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Kyle Moronic still on the mound for the Raiders as that one sharply hit to the softball press box here at Tartan High School. It is Ramar Edwards getting us started in the bottom of the 4th. Edwards grounded out to shortstop and has not hit since the 1st inning. Edwards versus Moronic. And that one stays in, and Pagel unable to get it. A beautiful April afternoon here in Minnesota. 0-2 for Edwards. And Edwards strikes out. That'll bring up Cooper Amartefio. Caught the last 2 outs of the top of the 4th. He ironically flew out to left field in the bottom of the 2nd in his first at-bat of the game. I only say ironically because that's the same position that he plays, but if you have to explain the joke, I guess it's not that funny. Nonetheless, here we are, 1-0 for the left fielder. And this ball is right underneath Pagel. Two up, 2 down for Kyle Moronic here in the bottom of the 4th. Grady Burkhart is up next. That ball went straight to the sky. Barely moved. Burkhart. Grounded out in the 2nd inning. Burkhart watches that one go by his feet for the 1-2. And this one is sent to our spectators on the east grassy knoll. Two strikes for Burkhart. Did he go? No, he did not. The count is full. For the freshman. He drives it into center, and he will reach. So that'll bring up the 8th grader, Cole Kraus. A remarkable at-bat from Burkhart, going down 0-2, climbing all the way back. One for Kraus. Doesn't get much better than this for an April day in Minnesota for some outdoor baseball. I've got 53 degrees. Wowzers. Driven up to second base, and it was not handled by Niederkorn. Burkhart stands up into third base. So after Moronic retired the first 2 batters here in the bottom of the 4th, the next 2 reach safely.
Go, Kyle, get this one.
Well, that was not a hit from Kraus. That was a E4. I got to make sure that's correct there. And another E4. Tartan takes a 2-run lead as once again Niederkorn unable to come up with the ground ball. While Rutherford, unfortunately for the Raiders, 2 errors in a row. And now suddenly Brandon Herr once again at the plate. Brandon Herr has scored twice in this game for the Tartan Titans. Up to short, but slowly. This is going to be a tough play, and the Raiders don't have a throw at all. The sky is falling on the bases right now for the Raiders. The bases are loaded for Tartan. The bases are loaded, and now Kyle Moronic has one of the most uncomfortable spots he's faced all afternoon. 2 outs. The only good thing for Moronic right now is that he retired the first 2 batters in this inning. Just 1 out away from getting out of this mess and limiting the damage. And that one hit the gator cart.
Go, Kyle, you got it.
0-2. Moronic is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. And he does. Struck him out looking, and Moronic limits the damage. It's 4-2 in favor of Tartan And Tartan leaves 3 runners stranded on the bases. We'll be right back on SCC TV.
I'm trying so hard at practice. I don't want to let anyone down. Between homework, studying, and tests, I can't catch up. No matter what I do, I feel like I'm falling further and further behind. I don't even have time for my friends anymore. I don't think I can handle this. But you know what? I know where to go for help. I found the Your Life, Your Voice app to track my moods and get tips for what to do in stressful situations. Plus, I can access free crisis counseling and create a plan, so I know what to do the next time problems or emotions feel like too much. Or if you need help now, call the Boys Town National Hotline at 800-448-3000. No matter how you reach out, there are people on the other end who can help you live your best life. With the help of real-life professionals at Boys Town, every day is an opportunity to get better. Visit yourlifeyourvoice.org today.
Welcome back to Tartan. I am Carl Warner. You're watching SCC. We have a 2-run ball game. Tartan Titans just scoring another run in the bottom of the 2nd as we enter the top of the 5th. For the Raiders in this half inning, we will see Werner, McKnight, and Vial at bare minimum. For Werner, he flew out to right in the 1st and struck out in the 2nd. Got a nice crowd on hand today to watch this baseball game, couple hundred people. We also have some good crowd behind us at the softball game as well. 2 runs separate the Raiders and the Titans here in the top of the 5th. Over halfway done with our game this afternoon. Werner watches the ball go by. Isaac Long in his 5th inning of work. In the last 10 meetings, the Tartan Titans and Hastings Raiders, Hastings has won 8 of them. And Long unable to find the zone. And Werner reaches base for the first time today. That'll bring up Colton McKnight. And he drops his bat before he steps into the box. And you imagine that Colton hopes that's not a glimpse into the future of what this at-bat holds. And he immediately smacks it into right and foul. This ball game is an hour and 15 minutes old. We've scored 6 runs. Hastings down by 2 with 3 more chances to hit. And that one is foul. Tartan running after it. And it drops, so the at-bat for McKnight will continue. McKnight now. Staying alive here in the top of the fifth. The Minnesota Twins keeping their season alive. They have one of the longest winning streaks in the MLB. 4 wins in a row, sweeping the Tigers this week. McKnight. And Herr has got it. He falls over, but that's his second catch of the afternoon. Vialno, designated hitter for the Raiders. Hit the RBI double to score the Raiders runs in the first. Then he hit a single in the third. Looking for a play, and it's in time for out number 2. That'll bring up Brady Henriksen. And Henriksen hits it up, and the throw across Kraus to Burkhart is good. 3 outs in a row for the Tartan Titans after walking Werner. No damage done. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine. Love, you're mine.
Love, you're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
I can and I will.
Grateful for the highs, grateful for the lows.
I am talented, healthy, and strong.
The best is yet to come.
When you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
Love.
Love.
Love. Love.
Love, you're mine.
You're mine.
You're mine.
Welcome back to Titan Town. This is SCC. You're watching the Raiders and the Titans. Tartan with a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Once again, we have our pitcher-on-pitcher matchup. Our 2 number 12s, Isaac Long and Kyle Moronic. Isaac Long playing the Shohei Ohtani role as he swings through for strike 1. Moronic. It's a dropped third strike. And Long is retired. Kuehl, the right fielder, is up next with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And it looks like the Raiders may be warming up a reliever I'll have to pull my sunglasses off to pull out the binoculars here, and it looks like it is number 24, Zach Simon, who is warming up out in left field for the Raiders. 1-2 for Kuehl. Be 2-2. You wonder when the Raiders plan on bringing Simon into the game. As it stands right now, the Raiders are down by 2 as they try to climb back into this one. They led 2-0 after the top of the first. And Kuehl strikes out. Kuehl 1 for 2 on the day. And that will bring up Ramar Edwards, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Edwards, he grounded out to short in the first and struck out in the fourth. Tartan Titans looking for their first victory of the season. One and one. And a powerful swing through there. The 1-2 for Ramar Edwards. Trying to prevent himself from going 0 for 3 on the day. Stays alive after fouling that one back. Martefio runs after it. Up in the air, and it is Moronic himself. So 1-2-3, fifth inning for Moronic and the Raiders, as Tartan still leads by 2 as we head to the 6th. I'm Carl Warner, you're watching SCC.
When you define people by a piece of paper, you might throw away talent. A bachelor's degree isn't the only measure of what a person can do. Open their story, let it unfold, and see what others miss. Because not every perfect hire follows the same path. When you look beyond the paper, you'll see millions of stars, skilled through alternative routes, and the experiences they've gained along the way. Hire skills first.
Time for the bottom of the 6th. The top of the 6th, rather. Top of the 6th inning now for the Hastings Raiders. Lundstrom, Myers, and Butler, the guaranteed hitters. It is still Isaac Long on the mound. He faced 4 Raiders in the 5th. His first pitch is strike one. Head coach Todd Klingsborn. Gotta think he's loving what he's seeing thus far. On the flip side, head coach Ryan Stoffel looking for his Raiders to climb back into this game. 0-2 for Carter Lundstrom. And Lundstrom goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Charlie Myers. Lundstrom, one of the only players in today's game yet to reach base, including Charlie Myers, who will once again not reach base there. Myers struck out in the first, grounded out to first, and flew out to third. And now we're going to have a substitution here. It's going to be Joey Horton hitting for the Raiders. And Horton replaces Butler. Wonder if we will see some defensive substitutions for the Raiders in the bottom of the sixth. Horton's first at bat of the game. And now he is looking to give the Raiders a spark, and that's what he does. Out into center field. And the Raiders have a base runner with 2 outs. Cooper Pagel flew out to right and flew out to left in the second and fourth innings, respectively. Runner on first for the Raiders as Pagel looks at strike 2. There goes the runner, and it's fouled away, so Horton will have to retreat back to first. Isaac Long 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. And he's not going to find it right there.
Hey, go find one here. Hey, be confident here. Be confident.
6 strikeouts on the day for Isaac Long, looking for number 7. And he's got it. 7 strikeouts through 6 for Isaac Long. Horton is stranded, and the Tartan Titans go into the bottom of the 6th with a 4-2 lead.
Where are you going for your parenting advice?
Are you tired of constantly asking your kids to put down their devices and do their homework?
Ever feel like your household has a listening problem? Hello, I am Dr. Diaz, and here are the top 5.
As a licensed parenting consultant specializing in conflict resolution.
Do you know who's really behind that parenting video? In a world where expertise is created with the click of a button, how do you trust where your parenting advice is coming from? There's one place to go for tested, trusted, proven advice. Parenting.org is your source for free, expert-led parenting resources. Our articles, videos, tools, and quick tips were developed over decades by Boys Town child behavior experts. Real experts, real advice for real families. Tested, trusted, proven, real. Visit parenting.org to learn more.
Welcome back to Tartan. I'm Carl Warner. You're watching SCC. We have a pitching change. It is going to be Zach Simon on the mound now for the Hastings Raiders. And I'll have to scan the field. It doesn't appear that we have any other defensive substitutions. So Moronic ends his outing with 5 strikeouts, as Simon is now brought in to try to keep the Raiders within spitting distance when we get to the top of the 7th. If you are new to Minnesota high school baseball, we only play 7 innings unless the game is tied. So the Tartan Titans are 3 outs away from wrapping this game up when we get to the 7th. So it's Cooper Martefio. That one is out to the batting cages. The center fielder for Tartan flew out to left and popped one up for Cooper Pagel in the 4th. He stays alive as Simon tries to get his first out of the day. And he does. No, rather, that's strike 2. Can Simon put him away? Now he does. 1 batter, 1 strikeout for Zach Simon. That'll bring up Grady Burkhart, who singled in the 4th and grounded out in the 2nd. And Burkhart takes the inside low, ball 1. Wonder if there's any relation to Kevin Burkhart, the #1 NFL broadcaster for play-by-play broadcaster for Fox. Also the lead studio host of the World Series. Here comes Simon. And Pagel will watch that one roll back as Simon tries to mow down another hitter. This one nearly striking one of the Titan coaching staff members. Down there on the 3rd baseline. Gotta stay sky aware if you're gonna be out there. Dribbled back up to Simon. Can he make the play? Yes, he can. Cole Kraus, the 8th grader, could possibly be the final batter of the game. for the Tartan Titans. Tartan and Hastings separated by 2 runs. Zach Simon on the mound. 2-1 now for the 8th grader. Strike 2, and Krause is not the only young shortstop making headlines right now. If you're not following, the Pittsburgh Pirates just called up Connor Griffin to the big leagues. 19 years old, starting shortstop for the Pirates. That'll be full count now. They gave him a $140 million extension without Connor Griffin ever playing a Major League Baseball game. Becoming more and more of a trend now in the major leagues to give your prospects long-term extensions. And Simon still dealing with Krause. And Krause helicopters his bat back to Rutherford, who has to make sure that he gets out of the way. But nonetheless, Krause is walked. First time he's reached base today. That'll bring up Weil Rutherford, the center fielder. In 3 at-bats today, he's been walked. He's grounded out, and he reached on an error. Here's Rutherford. Strike 1. Brandon Herr up next, still wearing his catching gear, at least the knee pads. And I don't blame him one bit. Simon. Struggling a little bit to find the zone. And that one nearly at the feet of Rutherford, taking off for second, and Pagel's got to be careful. That could have resulted in a much worse scenario. Krause now on second after the pitch goes awry. Gotta wonder how the artificial turf on the mound and at home plate affects the players involved. Rutherford staying in this. He's got a full count. Simon, 1 strike away from getting out of this. That ball ended up right in front of us here at our SCC broadcast table. And Rutherford still alive in this at-bat. Drives it to second, and again, Niederkorn can't handle it. Being waved around, and Tartan scores another run. Krause in to score as Rutherford reaches on the second That's the second time that Rutherford has reached base in this game directly because of a Niederkorn error. The third error on the day for Niederkorn. While we have a moment, I want to thank all of our amazing crew here at SCC. All of the incredible people working the cameras and everything else in the production truck as the Raiders nearly had a collision. But yes, the inning is over. Regardless if it was McKnight or Butler who ended up with it. That was an interesting sight. Hastings and Tartan separated by 3. The Raiders have 3 outs to go. We'll see if they can come up with some magic in the top of the 7th.
SCC TV is your home for high school sports.
And the Zephyrs find the buses to St. Paul once again.
Tune in all school year long for live broadcasts of Zephyr, Titan, and Bear sports.
Inside the park, home run.
Don't miss any of the action as we bring you football, soccer, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and much more.
Misses high, and White Bear Lake will take the lead.
Want even more of the action? You can find us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube for all the highlights, stats, and updates you need. SCC Sports can be found on Comcast Channel 19 or 801 HD in our viewing area, and most games will be streamed on our YouTube channel as well.
Carries the puck into the zone. Road, a drive, score! Nash Road game winner!
SCC Sports, connecting you to your community.
Isaac Long, 3 outs away from a complete game and a victory for the Titans, looking for their first win of the year. Long has 7 strikeouts through 6 as we head to the 7th, where the Raiders' final hope will be in the hands of Niederkorn, Werner, and McKnight. I'm Carl Warner. You're watching SCC TV. So to start, we will have Lucas Niederkorn, the second baseman for the Raiders. Tartan 3 outs away from putting this one in the books. And Long starts this inning up high. The Titans . 2-0 to start the 7th. Tartan's next game will be versus Simile Monday at 4:30. And Long still cannot find the zone. 3-0 for Niederkorn. And a leadoff walk is exactly what the Raiders could use right now. And there is strike 1. This ball game 1 hour and 45 minutes old. And ball 4 for Niederkorn. And now the decision to keep Long on the mound for the 7th inning is something that has to be wondered about. The Tartan coaching staff certainly having full faith in him and his ability to finish this game. Cole Werner. And our softball game behind us now officially over. Started just moments before our baseball game here. Man on first for the Hastings Raiders in the top of the 7th. Popped up for Myers. So 1 out now as Colton McKnight steps into the left-handed batter's box. Tartan 2 outs away. This one is into center field and down. Niederkorn will hold up at second. A single for Colton McKnight. And now the Raiders have 2 runners on, and the game-tying run is at the plate. For the same hitter who scored the Raiders only 2 runs scored in this game back in the first. It'll be Austin Vial. The designated hitter is now the Tartan Titans have a discussion on the mound. They realize they're only 1 pitch away from this game being over. The Hastings Raiders, their next game will be Monday at Matamidi, 4:30 p.m. And it looks like we will have a change here. And a multitude of defensive changes, I'm sure, as well. It will be Cruz Jorgensen on the mound as Tartan hopes that he can wrap up this game. We'll be right back on SCC.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Oh, I don't see where you got your degree.
I don't have one. I went another route.
All right. I guess tell me a bit about your experience.
For 15 years, I've been managing logistics and mastering project management skills.
Wow. Sounds like you've got just the kind of skills and experience we're looking for.
Welcome back to Tartan. Drama time here at Hartman Field. It is now Cruz Jorgensen on the mound. As Vial drives this one, and it's dropped! Looking for the force out, they won't get it, and the Raiders have the bases loaded. It was dropped, and now, just like that, the Raiders are knocking on the door of tying and getting back into this game. Brady Henriksen up next. Hendrickson against Jorgensen. Oh, and he's hit. That'll score a run, and the Raiders are within 2. So Niederkorn comes in to score, and that'll bring up Carter Lundstrom. Again, the Raiders are 1 pitch away from losing this game. Could they get it out here? Throw over to first, and he is safe. The Raiders score another run. The bases are still loaded for the Raiders. They're only down by 1. This could be an epic comeback for the blue and gold. It's Charlie Myers. Cruz Jorgensen still trying to settle in. Isaac Long got 19 of the 21 required outs. Jorgensen still yet to record an out here in the 7th, and this ball is down. 1 run scores, another's being waved around, and the Hastings Raiders have the lead. Tartan, the Titans' lead crumbles. Unreal. The Hastings Raiders who have trailed a majority of this game have the lead. Popped up and significantly foul. And now the Raiders, and no telling, I believe Zach Simon will continue to be on the mound for the Raiders. There will be a bottom of the 7th in this game. That is barely foul. And Tartan has to be awfully lucky there. And it was Isaac Long there at third. If that one would have snuck by him fair, that definitely would have scored another run. On the mound is Jorgensen. Driven, but this one's going to be foul. And oh no, did one of the looks like everyone's okay over there. 1-2. Hastings trying to add to their lead. Runner goes, no throw. Both runners go. The Raiders have scored 4 runs in the 7th inning. And now Cruz Jorgensen. 1 strike away from recording his first out. That one went straight to the Raider dugout. This improbable 7th inning from the Raiders continues. Raiders started last season 1-5, looking to improve on that this year. And I'm starting to think I should have put on some sunscreen. Directly at us. Here we go. Jorgensen did not get Horton to bite. This is Butler, rather. Butler back in. He was hit for by Horton. Now it's Butler. Popped up. And it's dropped again, and the Raiders will score another run. Grady Burkhart lost the ball in the sun. Five runs have scored for the Hastings Raiders. In the 7th inning. Runners go. And I'm having a rough time keeping up with the scorebook here. It's Cooper Peggle into right. It's a long run, and it's caught. Runner tags up, and the Raiders score again. Myers comes in to score, and the Raiders have an 8-5 lead after starting the 7th inning down 2-5. This incredible comeback from the Raiders continues. And now it's Lucas Niederkorn, who was the first Raider to hit in this inning. Cooper Peggle's sacrifice fly was the first out since Cole Werner, who hit second for the Raiders. Niederkorn going way back in the shade and making the grab, and this nightmare of a 7th inning ends for the Tartan Titans. They will be down 3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Ever get the feeling life is sneaking up on you and you're in over your head? Today, the world seems different, and you find yourself overwhelmed. You're facing new decisions, new expectations, new anxieties you never had to face before. What is going on here? If it feels like life is turning up the pressure, there's a resource that can help you sort things out. YourLifeYourVoice.org isn't just another app. It's a collection of ideas, interactive tools, and expert advice on how to navigate the challenges the world can throw at you. If you're feeling like you're in over your head with life, visit YourLifeYourVoice.org. It's time to come up for fresh air.
Well, if you took a break from the game and are just coming back now, I assure you that scoreboard is correct. The Hastings Raiders scored 6 runs in the top of the 7th, and now they lead by 3. 3 outs away from a victory. The Titans will have Jorgensen, Long, and Kuehl. And now this is an interesting situation, and it looks like we're actually going to have a pitch hitter here. Sam Gomez will lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th to try to keep Tartan's hopes of winning this game alive. Here's Gomez, matched up against Zach Simon. Gomez swings through, strike one. Simon. Simon's got one strikeout as his relief appearance started in the 6th inning. 2 strikes now for Gomez, wearing the red helmet. Gomez calls time, and now here we go. Gomez versus Simon. Gomez stays alive. Fouled away as that one rips by Myers. Two and two for Gomez. Full count now for Gomez, as his teammates encourage him, and Gomez can't believe it. That expression says it all. And that is one of the best social clips you can ever use. Gomez strikes out looking.
Simon, rhythm, pace.
So whether or not it was correct, that is the 2nd strikeout of the afternoon for Simon. And now before he knows it, he's got an opportunity for number 3. Hastings Raiders 2 outs away from picking up a victory. It's Isaac Long who drives it into left center for a hit. That is Long's 2nd single of the day. He hit a single all the way back in the 1st inning. Blake Kuehl. The double play is a threat for Tartan now. Got to be mindful. Into the outfield. That'll drop down for a hit, and now Tartan has multiple base runners. That is also the 2nd hit of the day for Kuehl. Just like Long, he also had a single in the 1st. Adds a single to his resume in the 7th inning. As this brings up, looking for 2, and this ball game is over. The Raiders win. The comeback is complete. Hastings, they were trailing by 3 going into the final inning. They score 6 runs in the top of the 7th, and they take home the victory. The Tartan Titans and the Hastings Raiders deliver another Metro East classic. Here's a replay of the double play finish that ended this game. The Raiders and the Titans deliver once again. And there was so much to look for in this game. The story of this game we thought was going to be told because of Niederkorn's errors at second base, but then it turned out the pitching changes was the final story of this game. as the Hastings Raiders initially took a 2-0 lead in the first inning, only for Tartan to come back in the bottom of the first and tie the game at 2. From there, the Tartan Titans. Sorry, I was saying hello to one of my old hockey coaches, the head coach, Ryan Stoffel. Nonetheless, the Tartan Titans continued to add to their lead. And then the Hastings Raiders were faced with a deficit that they had to climb out of. As you see the Titans here, and you see the errors on the base paths as the Titans continued to add on to their lead. It was the Raiders, however, that were not done yet, because in the top of the 7th, they scored not 1, not 2, but 6 runs. An incredible comeback led the Raiders to a victory here at Hartman Field. See here the Raiders. You see the errors from both teams today and how they contributed to the story of how this one ended up. So glad that all of you could join us today on SCC Sports as the Raiders and the Titans debrief after what has been one heck of a ball game. The official time of game, 2 hours and 2 minutes, in what was another Metro East classic. Thank you so much for watching this afternoon. I'm Carl Warner. We'll be back before you know it on SCC Sports. Hastings beats Tartan in comeback fashion.